Good afternoon, boys and girls. I'm going to be reading you from the Boxcar Children, the Sea Turtle Mystery, which we started before school got out. And this chapter is chapter 9, and it's called Seaweed Marks the Spot. The next morning, it was still cool and windy. The Aldens walked over to the ranger station. They wanted to pick up some flags in case they saw any more turtles next on the beach. Since we have to leave tomorrow, we should get some postcards too, Jessie said as she headed toward the door of the visitor center. When she opened it, a gust of wind caught the door and banged it against the wall. Papers from the counter flew up and blew all around the room. "Oh no, I just straightened up the place," Leo said. He came around and began to pick up the papers. "I'm sorry," said Jessie. "We'll help clean up." They gathered several items. The last piece of paper on the floor looked like a handwritten list. Violet picked it up. "This handwriting looks familiar. The letters all have big loops on them." "That's the ranger's handwriting," Leo said. "It's always so fancy I have trouble reading it sometimes." The telephone rang. Leo picked it up. Henry motioned for the others to move away from the counter. It wasn't Tommy Fisher's handwriting on the sticky note. It was the ranger's. But that means that Miss Thacker was writing to say she knew how Tommy could make more money, Jessie said, not the other way around. Just then Miss Thacker came out of her office carrying a book. It was a bird guide. "Good morning, Aldens," the ranger said as she laid it on the counter. She turned to Leo. "My cousin will be by to pick up this book either today or tomorrow." Jessie decided it was time to speak up to the ranger about what they had seen. "We thought we saw you and Tommy Fisher last night," she said. "We were a little worried that something was wrong because it was after the center had closed." The ranger nodded. "That was us. I gave Tommy some other books about birds, but I forgot about this one. I've been talking to him about adding some bird watching trips to his business." "I thought you said this book was for your cousin," said Benny. "Yes, that's right. Tommy is my cousin. I encouraged him to come here and start his fishing business. I didn't know he'd have such a hard time getting it going. I haven't had much a chance to help him since it's nesting season." She looked out the window. "It's another windy day. I need to get out and watch for turtles." After the ranger left, Jessie picked out some postcards and the children headed to the beach. "So Tommy's business is having trouble," said Henry, "and he is working with Miss Thacker, but he is going to start bird watching tours. He's not collecting turtle eggs." "I'm so relieved," said Violet. "That's 2 suspects off our list. Now we just have to catch the real culprit." We will have to read another time to find out who the real culprit is.